Okay, so here's a funny Detroit story. We were up in the room editing content, getting everything ready. All of a sudden, there's a PA that goes off in the room that says, "Attention, there's been an emergency. You must exit the building immediately. Do not take elevators, take staircases." We're on the 7th floor, so we get everything important to us. Of course, cameras and gear. We leave the room, go down 7 flights of stairs with all of our gear, come outside. All these people are out here and inside of the lobby still. This fire truck shows up. This fire truck shows up, which that's a ladder truck right there. And a streaker shows up. Might be able to see him way over there. So yeah, there's a streaker that decided to come out at a very interesting time and grace everyone with his presence. But somebody pulled an alarm on the 1st floor. They haven't been able to find anything yet, and hopefully it's not an emergency and we can get back up to the room. Interesting. I guess you add this to the Detroit Auto Show, the release of the new Mustang, or the reveal of the new Mustang. You've just had an entire Detroit experience. What's going on, guys? So it is day 2 out here at the NIAS show, the North American International Auto Show, aka Detroit Auto Show. And I'm starting the day off in a really special way here because we're going to look at this absolutely gorgeous Chevy Zr2 Bison edition. This thing is pretty insane. 6.2 liter gas V8 on it. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. It's got some rock sliders running down the side. This is a cool looking truck. Done a good job with the overall package on this truck. You can see it has the, I guess, Chevy's version of the multi-pro tailgate. I kind of forgot what they call it, but that's the tailgate within a tailgate, and they've done it in a two-tone kind of accent, which also looks nice. But take a look at the bumper. Very, very cool setup there, and you can see it actually has some shackle mounts on it as well. This is one absolutely gorgeous half-ton truck. That is awesome. All right, so I found out some of the differences between the Zr2 Bison versus the Standard Zr2. First of all, you have a unique wheel design that they've put on it. You have some functional front and rear steel bumpers, and you can see the actual shackle mounts that are built into it. This is winch capable, which the Standard Zr2 is not, so you can actually get a winch installed here, and you can kind of see some of the spacing they've done to the top of the bumper there to allow it. Uses boron steel skid plating underneath it as well. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous truck. So from an interior perspective, looks very similar to the newly upgraded 2022 Silverado interior. You can see that the seats kind of carry that tread pattern design that you're seeing in a lot of the other off-road inspired vehicles. And then here is the, I guess, standard Zr2 Chevy Silverado. So yeah, if you look at the front bumper, definitely a different front bumper. You can see how this is a high gloss front bumper and rear bumper versus the Bison, which has more of that matted finish to it. You can also see the, well, you know, the wheel design is certainly different, but I don't think it stands out as being incredibly different. So the wheel design is very similar. Headlights, the main part of the grille's all pretty much the same. You get the rock sliders on the Bison that you don't get on the Zr2. Very cool. But yeah, having the ability to integrate a winch into the Bison is a pretty nice feature to have. Okay, so now we're at the Ram demonstration. They have this obstacle course set up here. With me, I have a driver because I don't think they want people driving in this closed environment. So yeah, we are in a, is this a 22 or 23?
So this is a 22 3500 Laramie.
Okay, so 22 3500 dually.
Yep.
Laramie.
Yep, right now we're going over ground clearance, so we have 7.3 inch ground clearance. It does have rear air ride suspension on it. You can feel it working. This one contains a 6.7 liter inline 6 high output Cummins turbo diesel engine.
Okay, so this is going to have the Ison transmission And it's going to have the 1,000 pound-feet of torque.
Right. Yep. So right now we put it in rear, so our rear cam comes on. We have our dynamic grid lines assisting us. I also have these side mirrors tilted to the rear tires.
Okay.
So this traction hill is a 30-degree incline decline. Up and up. It does have four-wheel anti-lock brakes. And the frame on this is a 98% high strength steel frame. So we'll go on this wedge. The wedge goes up to 30 degrees. We'll try to get as close to that as possible, but because of the frame, we won't take it. So let's go to our off-road pages. We'll check and see what degrees we hit. So right here on the roll, we're at 21 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah. So all the seats are ventilated. They heat and they cool. We have plenty of storage here. You can slide this back. We have power outlet there, 400 watts, as well as one in the back for travel. Wireless phone charging, USB stations, RAM assistant 911 right here. Got noise canceling speakers on both sides as well. 2 glove compartments, upper and lower. Fully loaded, this costs around $78,000.
Great. All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
So this is pretty cool. This truck is North American Vehicle of the Year contender. I think it's like a semi-finalist. But this truck is garnering a ton of folks checking it out. I think more than any other vehicle that's out here. Check that thing out. Electric truck. It's got a very interesting look to it. It's not a bad look, and this appears to be almost a finished product. Inside of it. Traditional leaf sprung suspension. You got to kind of wonder, well, this is obviously built off of what appears to be a Chevrolet platform, but this is a Lordstown truck. Check out the taillight integration on the side. So we are at the new Mustang booth. They just revealed this vehicle yesterday at the show. What do you guys think of this thing? All right, so I can get a little closer to this one. This is the new Dark Horse Mustang. Crazy, crazy cool looking car. I love the back end of the vehicle. The front, you know, it's hard to say. I like it, but I don't know if I like it as much as the current front end. But from this angle, it looks menacing. I mean, that is really a good looking car, actually. And over here they have a convertible. You can see the screen. So it's just one continuous screen across the dash, which includes your gauges as well as all your infotainment information, navigation and such. You can see the LED lights up front, how they're accented. And then on the back here, look at that kind of a V or wedge shaped design to the taillights. That looks really, really good. Exhaust pipes integrated really well to the back. What do you guys think? This is a beautiful car. Definitely looks like an evolution and not a total change. Very cool. So here is a pretty interesting SUV. So on the surface, this looks like an absolutely gorgeous Tahoe RST. But this is actually like a more souped up version. Well, I guess souped up in the sense that it is a more capable version from a performance standpoint. The way they've kind of been describing it is it's almost like a law enforcement package in terms of brakes, suspension, and some of the rigidity features that have been added to this Tahoe to allow it to handle better, while coupled with the RST, which gives you the really amazing sounding Borla exhaust. So we can go back here and show you that. Let's check that out. Very cool. You know, this all-electric Blazer actually looks really nice. I think someone mentioned it during my live stream yesterday. And it is a really, really good looking little crossover SUV. What do you guys think? You know, it's funny that the adoption of electric vehicles is so much more accepted now than it was just a couple years ago. You know, leave a comment below. Have you kind of reconsidered electric vehicles? And if so, is there a specific vehicle that's caught your eye to kind of make you feel that way? Like, is it that new Silverado over there? Is it the Ford Lightning? Or are you just still completely anti-electric vehicle? And if you are, why? Now, some people will naturally say that they're anti-electric vehicle because they need the capability of a truck that you just can't get with an electric vehicle today. But I think that's coming soon. You know, I filmed a brand earlier that's showing you know, medium-duty electric vehicles, which clearly means that not just the technology's there, but companies are actively working on producing electric trucks that are more capable. Range is always going to be an issue. Charging stations is always going to be an issue. But again, are you more open-minded to electric vehicles today than you may have been a year or two ago? Please leave a comment below. This is something that's a very interesting topic to talk about, and I'd like to know what your take is on it. Okay, so I just asked the Ford folks what is up with the four wheels that are randomly on display here, because people during my live stream wondered what's up with the four wheels that have no vehicles on them. And I just found out that, so they have this big display here, and they have this augmented reality segment where they have a spokesperson right here, and the wheels project somehow onto the screen, and they kind of interact with the screen. So I missed it. I heard her talking when I walked by, and we didn't see it when they were actually demonstrating it, but that is why they have four wheels here. They actually serve a purpose with this enormous screen behind it.